As always, the devs are listening.
I don't believe it. Planet Nexus now lies before us.
We're approaching the Elven facility. Cambot 1, Cambot 2. You getting this?
Our work on this planet is something greater. It is something truly divine.
We shall reveal the ancient secrets of Nexus.
Ever get a feeling something's seriously wrong?
This is not good. Not good at all. By the gods, you are beautiful.
I will show you what true power is. Soon all will become clear.
Hello and welcome to another beautiful Nexus report. Yes, it is Tuesday morning here in Southern California, and I am your community manager, Tony Ray, and I am sitting here, as always, with the beautiful, the staggering, the creative, the magnificent Stephen Frost. You had me until that last pose. I don't know what that was. Stephen Frost, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks
you're doing good.
Thanks for having me as usual.
Absolutely. We wouldn't have anyone else. We literally have no one else. How was your Memorial Day weekend?
It was good, man. I went to Northern California. Went to Monterey.
Oh.
Kind of hung out there. It was nice.
Yeah, very cool.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I've never been to Monterey.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you should have invited me.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, last week we pointed out that banter was written on the page, like, oh, we're going to banter. I'd like to point out that this week, you can't see it because I don't want to have to zoom the camera. That's terrible. But it says, without calling out that we have scheduled banter, Frost. So, just wanted to point out that
Why do you want to see the world burn?
Dude, I
Frost. I put banter in here to schedule it in for everyone, so everyone in the room can stay on track. I specifically said, do not bring up the banter, and you brought up the banter.
We're professional, and I wanted to point that out.
Without calling out the banter is what I... Moving on. Today we've got a great show for you. We have got Director of Operations Craig Turner here. We've got an announcement that we're going to make in just a minute. We're going to be... Craig Turner's going to be talking about what you can do to prep for launch, what we've been learning from Open Beta and Ops Week, all these tests that we've been running. We've got some new fan art for you today, awesome fan art today, and an epic moment that I love. The epic moment of the week is pretty damn hilarious.
Tony, among all people, he was running around like just pulling on t-shirts. Guys, like we had to watch it.
I was like, you guys gotta watch this. It's hilarious. It's great. And the ever popular impression off, which we will be doing Family Guy impressions later in the show.
There was a
last
lot.
thing.
We got a lot of tweets on this, by the way.
We really did. I mean, we like, hey, what do you guys want to see on the next Nexus report? What kind of content do you want to see? We have not had any response that even closely matches, like, what impressions do you want to see us try and attempt?
There was some obscure-ass ones. By the way, someone was like, Adam Sandler from Little Nicky. I was like, what?
Yeah, from Little Nicky, not just Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
From Little. Anyway, we've got a long list of impressions. We have pretty much content for the rest of the year as far as impressions go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be terrible at most of them. Frost is gonna be mediocre at most of them. We're gonna fumble through it though.
Yeah.
Today is Family Guy, and one of us is really good, and one of us is gonna lose. So we'll let you decide. It's going to be very clear here at the end of the show. So first off, we got some WildStar updates. First thing, Penny Arcade last week released a brand new comic, and it's actually, I like Penny Arcade's comics, but this comic, for whatever reason, I think was their best work
ever.
And we have it right up there on the screen there. It's the State of Play, and it is a comic featuring WildStar.
Yeah.
How flippin' cool is that?
Man, let me tell you what made my month was that. Like
It really did, right?
Yeah.
We have actually a print. We purchased a print here, and we're gonna frame it and put it up in the studio. Very cool moment for everyone because we're all fans of Penny Arcade here, and that was very very cool to be honored in one of their comics.
And by
so
the
thank
way,
you.
it wasn't derogatory.
Yeah,
Which was the thing.
That's nice,
Dude, here's what keeps me awake at night is like I know that we're gonna be in comics and we're gonna be in the attention of stuff and sometimes it's gonna be good and sometimes it's gonna be bad and so
this one was really good.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah,
So
it was really good. It's just all about having fun, and I think our game does a really good job of that. You just go and you have a good time. Fun thing about that comic, there's two people talking, and we're actually going to take over those voices with our Family Guy impressions at the end of the show. So you want to stick with that because it's going to be awful. Next up, we have Ops Week. Ops Week is still going on. It is. If you don't know what Ops Week is, we're bringing up the servers randomly throughout the week, really, and it's all going to be like westernized times, business hours, basically for us. So we can be in office and kind of see the tests happening, see the servers going up, seeing everyone hitting them all at once. We're really trying to test our servers right before launch.
Yeah, a lot of people keep asking us via social media and stuff. Can you tell us when this is going to happen? Nope. We're just doing it.
Yeah, that's the
testing
point.
Stuff, So there's no official like, oh, it'll be at these times. Just luck of the draw if you happen to be clicking it out.
Yeah, it is luck of the draw, and everyone gets to play, so you can jump on right away. And if you have if you need more information about that, rather, there is a forum post. But if you don't want to go to the forums, we've got Craig Turner here today.
Yeah.
He's going to be coming up in just a minute. Going to be telling you about Ops Week, about Open Beta, and what we've been doing, and how you can prepare for launch. We released a patch last Friday. We released some patch notes with that as well. If you read them, they were all polish. It really was a lot of polish. I mean, coming in this close to launch, that's what we're focused on. We really want to flush everything out. We hit bugs for UI, audio, different areas, classes, a lot of polish again. So look for that patch. You can read the patch notes and see if your favorite bug got fixed. Also, update: WildStar Gives Back. Our video that we made that we released last week is just tearing it through the internets, and I really really appreciate that. There's a link at the bottom of in the comment section of that video for the family, for Jen's family. That they went through a little bit of a rough time and had some medical bills that they needed help with, and they had a debt of $5,000. Well, the WildStar community rallied. Literally every donation has come from the WildStar community, and we have raised $3,500.
Damn.
They are only $1,500 away from their ultimate goal, and that is amazing that we raised that much money in just a week. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't watched it, go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/wildstar-online, and check out WildStar Gives Back. It's a great story. They're an amazing family. Seriously, an honor and a pleasure that I got to go, and our social media manager, Sean, that we got to go to Indiana to kind of meet them. Great time. So big announcement. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific daylight time, is that where we're in? PDT?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know all those times. PST.
Whatever.
9 a.m. our time. Craig is freaking out in the back. 9 a.m. our time, we're going to be releasing the much anticipated Realms list. Yes.
I will say much anticipated because everybody keeps asking me this. Like,
everyone.
When are we going to find out about the list, Frost? When's it going up? And I'm like, why don't you ask Craig? And then Craig's like, 24 to 72 hours. Leave me alone. Right? So we are actually going to post it tomorrow, 9 a.m.
On the forums, that post will go out. Will go out across all of our social media channels as well, so you won't miss it. But make sure to be by your computer tomorrow at 9 a.m. because it will be there, the Realms list, which really a lot of people have been waiting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, very excited about that.
You got to get your plan on with the guilds and set up where you're going to go.
You're damn right. You're damn right. And you'll have a few days to plan that out right before Head Start. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be doing a short interview with Craig Turner and also a Q&A. So if you have questions for Q&A, go ahead and start submitting them into the chat channel.
Also, what we're going to show off right now is the WildStar Features trailer, which debuted this morning. Freaking awesome trailer.
Great trailer.
Partially because
it was okay voiceover.
No, maybe it's the best work I've ever done in my life. Ever. Perhaps. Yeah. But anyway, really awesome trailer. And if you have friends that you're trying to convince, like, oh, you should play WildStar, show them this trailer because it shows you all the things that are in this game, and really, it's an exciting trailer.
Does a great job of pulling everything together. It's a lot of footage and a lot of fun stuff in there. Definitely will hopefully bring some people over if they're on the fence about WildStar at all, because it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and show that. When we come back, we'll be here with Director of Operations Craig Tanner. Thank you. Bye.
WildStar, a deep, sprawling space adventure set on the mysterious planet Nexus. This isn't just another sci-fi MMO with pretty colors. It's a completely new frontier. Know what else? The gameplay is fucking awesome. Plain and simple, WildStar's combat kicks ass. Aim, dodge, sprint, and double jump your way into glorious combat nirvana, where things like position and movement really matter. Gear up, put them in your sights, and explode your enemies. Oh, yeah! But after those epic battles, you'll need a place to kick it. So we've made player housing ridiculous. Customize anything your twisted little brain can imagine, and invite your friends to bask in the sheer majesty of your galacto-fabulous space crib. Take it in. And speaking of customization, it goes way beyond player housing. We let you personalize everything. How you look, how you craft, how you fight, how you adventure, and best of all, how you roll. Think you got the skills to pay the bills? WildStar's battlegrounds and arenas let you take on other players for casual thrills or some serious competition. And in the open world, mark and hunt down your rivals for that sweet, ultra-satisfying gank. Then there's war plots. Epic 40 versus 40 battles with fully customizable death fortresses. And by the way, you can level up entirely through PvP. Maybe you're more into some old school adventuring. We've got you covered. Did you say epic storyline? Yeah, we get that too. 1 second, you'll be exploring a creepy Elden laboratory. And the next, you'll throw on low grab boots and super double jump to an ancient ruin. In adventures, groups make choices and explore multiple paths through the caretaker's sadistically elaborate simulations. Or maybe you're ready for the next level. WildStar's dungeons can take you there, with epic bosses and gameplay mechanics you won't believe. Then there's raids. We turn them up to infinity. Seriously, they'll rip your face off. Hardcore. Can I be honest here? All this stuff is just the tip of the iceberg. There's more, lots more, and we're just getting started. So what are you waiting for? WildStar will be here soon, and it is full of mystery, adventure, and pure, unadulterated awesome sauce. The only thing missing is you.
And we are back. The Nexus Report live every Tuesday, barring national holidays, just in case. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I am joined by the fabulous Craig Turner. Craig.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Like
Craig
I said, I'm on the wrong side of the camera.
I know you keep saying that. You don't. You have. You've been called handsome cougar.
Wow. Okay, that was bound to happen, wasn't it?
It
was.
It was okay.
It may happen later.
That's his cougar impression.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Wow.
One more time.
Wow.
Never again.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. He has to get this kind of thing out of his system. You know what I mean?
I feel better.
Yeah, I know. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
So how you doing, man? Thank you for coming on the
I'm
show.
good.
I know you like to be behind the scenes, but you know what? Damn it, I wanted to have you on camera. People need to see your face.
It was the Vine. It was all because of the Vine, right?
It is because of the Vine.
Yeah.
We did a Vine where I sang to him to bring the servers up in the tune of "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" And it worked. He brought up the servers, and it worked. It was glorious. And ever since then, people have been requesting you by name. How do you feel about that?
I want to be on that side of the camera.
It's too late.
Noted.
So, as director of operations, what is your main focus day to day?
So I have the responsibility of keeping up all of the servers all the time and everything that entails to run that. The customer service department, the IT department, analytics all report directly into me, and then I work extremely closely with our teams in Austin, whether it's the security engineering group, the network engineering group, the guys setting up the servers in the data center, worked very closely with QA. Essentially, if it's about making WildStar and letting the players play WildStar that has nothing to do with the fun subjective parts of the game, I'm involved.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm the guy of not fun.
But I think you're fun.
No, dude, I wouldn't say that it's not fun. You allow us to have fun
I do.
by having stable servers.
Yeah, it's true.
So there we go. So we got a lot of questions.
We do. Well, let me. They're going to be like the same, so we might as well just go to the question.
Yeah, let's go to the community questions.
That's fine. If you want to ask any of us a question, submit it in the chat. We've got Sean Glanton, our social media manager, furiously trying to gather all of your questions and throw them up here. So just submit them in a chat, and we will be answering them immediately.
By the way, is my hair okay? Because
Your hair
this
is
whole
great.
camera thing.
Let me just fix this
Nope,
one little.
I appreciate that.
There we
God.
go.
Hey, look, Ink from Blood wanted to ask, what security measures will be implemented to prevent account hacking and keylogging?
Very serious.
So a lot of that is going to be on the end of the user as well, especially making sure that you've got unique passwords for WildStar that are different from your email, that are different from all the other game accounts, that you're not using passwords that you've used on random websites or whatnot. It does look like we're going to have two-factor auth in for launch. I'll know that for sure in about 18 hours or so, as we've got a deployment that we're trying to push up that includes that. It's going to be a Google Authenticator based, so it's just going to be off of your smartphone or the website.
So can you go over what is two-factor auth for people that don't know?
Sure. Two-factor auth is you put in your information, so cturner@carbinestudios.com, that I put in the password, and then it's going to pop up with a client window that has numbers that you get off of the smartphone. So you'll open up your smartphone, it'll give you a series of numbers. It's unique to you using their weird little algorithms and whatnot. And the client will prompt you, you'll put in your numbers, and this is supposed to prevent somebody, Tony, if he sits down at my computer, oh, I got Craig's password. Oh, but I don't have the authenticator. So that's part of two-factor auth. So we already do have the IP security on the forums and on the account management, so that if you log in from a different location, it will email you and say, hey, this login's from a different location. But we're adding two-factor auth into the game. It looks like it'll be a Google API-based app. It will not be a physical authenticator. I know a lot of our fans would love to have that physical token. I have a few of myself. But no, it does not look like we're going to have the physical, but we will have our Google.
I'm glad you talked about the two-factor auth program, because, I knew exactly what that was. But for those of you that didn't know, good for you. Now you know.
There we go.
Because I was going to explain it,
Yeah.
but then I was like, Craig Turner, you can explain it. Okay. Next question is from...
Magnanimous of you.
Yeah, I had no idea what the hell that was. Yimmy the Tulip, out of curiosity, what made you decide to start Head Start at midnight PDT? That would be this Friday midnight. Well, so next Saturday,
So
Friday night,
Yep.
Saturday morning.
The easiest
Sorry.
way to do that is just call it 0001
Right.
Saturday, which alleviates all that confusion. But the reason why we did this is because we're a global game. We support the Europe and the North American regions at the same time as equally as possible, without playing favorites between the two. 0001 PDT, which is 0700 UTC, which is 0800 BST, allows for a really nice global time where everybody can get involved. It's actually probably the worst for the East Coasters, which most times the East
3
Coasters
a.m.
usually get at 3 a.m., right?
3 a.m.
But in Germany, the boxes will start hitting the store shelves at 10 a.m. So with 7 a.m. UTC, that's going to beat the box sales. It's late enough that some people might stay up on the Pacific Coast, and generally it's just a low peak concurrency time that seems to be about as time zone neutral as possible.
That's fair. I'm going to stay up all night anyway, so screw it, right? Okay.
We'll see.
You're going to be there with me then.
Oh, I stay up in my pajamas from my bed at home. Our next question is from Caloraxi. Did I say that correct?
Yeah,
Caloraxi.
sure.
What measures are you taking to ensure a smooth launch? That's a rough question.
It is, but it's fair. Everything that we've been doing, open-ended with open-ended, right, has been leading up to this. I think our open beta and our ops week specifically are things that are proving that we're trying to learn from our predecessors, learn from our collective industry experience, that we're trying to add value and to prevent the troubles that have gone before us. Ops Week specifically was something that I sort of improvised on based off of Guild Wars 2, doing it somewhat accidentally. They came up on launch hardware a couple days beforehand, and it worked really well. And so the Ops Week has allowed us to be able to do sort of the disaster recovery in real time that we wouldn't otherwise have the chance to do, or rather, we would do it when launch was happening and when players would be out there. And so if we lose a machine, it's going to be downtime. And if we hadn't ever done the things during Ops Week, like we physically turned off the machine, restored it to a secondary machine, and found problems that we did it wrong, and we cut down time.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Head Start is also another way to kind of alleviate that stress. I mean, the whole point is you want to let people in early, so it's not just a here's a bunch of people, right? So they can get in, kind of get in. That's one way to do it.
Other games, other industries certainly call that a soft launch.
Right.
You know, it's the soft launch. It's not the complete, crush of people all on day one. That'll also help. But yeah, we as a team have been working underneath live conditions for probably 6 to 8 months, and so we've constantly been refining our processes and our hot fixes and crisis management and all that sort of stuff. So how have we been preparing? By doing it real for months.
There you go.
Awesome. Cool. I
Bling.
like that. Was that a glimmer from your smile?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I wish we had those in real life, like they do in cartoons. That'd be great. That's weird. Ramen Sama. How many people can be on each server at a time?
Are we talking concurrent, or are we talking just like a
Probably.
capacity? Let's do both. So capacity, how many people can be on a server?
I don't think he wants to share.
Do you
that
not want to?
information.
I didn't.
Okay, no, this is the thing. Gaffney is the man to spoil numbers, not me. I'm the man that follows that.
You're reserved. You're a reserved guy.
I am. The thing that I've been talking, because I've answered this question on Twitter before, and while I'm not going to give out a specific number, it's larger than most of our competitors.
Okay.
It's not the mega server, right? So mega servers have us beat,
Right, sure.
sort of thing. It's not the Eve, it's not the Tesso.
Wait. Explain what a mega server is for people that don't know.
Again, I would do it, but since Craig is here,
Of course.
I'll let him.
I'll take this one for you.
Thank you.
A mega server is usually where they create some sort of server architecture that instead of having individual people on a realms and identification, that they somehow merge it technologically so that everybody is playing together on this mega realm.
Right.
Since we've been building this game for 7 to 9 years, we started back when there was just the individual realm concept or the server concept. We've essentially tried to put as many people as possible concurrent on a realm because we know that if we can increase the total overall cap, that when we start dropping down from month, 6 month, 9 month afterwards, people get out of there, oh my god, I'm going to play for 60 hours, and they do a more modest play session, that it's still a healthy server population. So the goal that we had was, is just to have more than our competitors. That we wanted to have
also,
good, strong, healthy realms.
The difference I think between MMOs and other games is you want to see other people.
Absolutely.
Right. And so when you have a server that's healthy and you see lots of people online at the same time, you actually tend to have more fun because it's like, oh wow, this world is alive and living, and that goes down from our the design of the game and having our zones structured the way that they are and how you run into other people and stuff like that. But it also goes into how we design our servers as well, right? Yep. So there you go. So this one is from The Naked Gypsy.
Ooh.
Is
scandalous.
Is Cougar the man to blame if servers go down? Also, this is in all caps, so I should have read it. Is Cougar the man to blame if servers go down?
I don't know that that's how the Naked Gypsy would talk.
I don't know. I don't want to even try.
You'd be very offensive.
Yeah, it would be.
So I'm not the one to blame, but I will certainly take ownership every time our servers are down.
That's at Cougar DC on Twitter. At Cougar DC.
Look at that.
I'll take it.
You say that now, but you know
no,
what?
Taking this job and doing, I know I'm going to get the 2 a.m. phone calls, right? The servers go down at 4 a.m. in the morning. Servers go down.
Yeah,
they're going to call me.
For reference, we are a 24/365 game, and so when things break, we have to call people, if they're asleep at 3 in the morning and go, hey, these things need to be fixed.
Yeah.
Get out of bed, come back. I mean, when you're a paying customer,
get out of bed,
come into work and fix this thing so that we can get moving.
The nice thing, and to talk the tech up a little bit, because I find this actually fantastic, is our servers, if they crash, 95% of the time, need no human interaction to bring back up.
Ooh.
So if we do have a crash in the game and you get network disconnected or whatnot, the way that our technology is that it'll automatically spin right back up, and most players will have to wait longer for their client to load than for the servers to spin up. So while we don't like server crashes, I won't be getting lots of phone calls in the morning, or my live producers won't be getting them in the morning, because if a zone crashes, it just spins right back up. So it will be an interruption, and that stinks for our players. Oh, I'm doing a dungeon run, oh, it crashed or whatnot. But it will come right back up in most cases.
Yeah, and in fact, I would say that even with our crashes that we did have in the game, when you were going back in, the turnaround time was pretty quick. Like it would drop, and then you'd kind of come back in, and it's something that we had to work really hard to get up going.
Yep.
So yeah, I got this one. The Shadow. Will there be another big patch before Head Start? Head Start is in a couple days.
It is, and our big. If you take the word big out of there, because we can't quite miracle up another massive 40, 50-page patch note patch in a couple weeks, we have this morning, last night, kicked off our release candidate, our actual final release candidate for launch, and we're going to put that up to the servers late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And it'll have a myriad of fixes with it, some optimizations, some little things like that, but it's definitely not a big patch.
Again, the thing that I like to use when talking about this is the butterfly effect, right? If you try to put in too much stuff right before launch, it's like, I'll just fix this one thing, and then 19 things break. Yeah. That's really bad. And so we want to try to minimize that. It's like my time traveling, right? You don't go back and be like, I'm just going to move this, and then when we come back, everybody has arms where their heads should be. It's just, you don't want to mess with stuff. You don't know. It
would be much easier to reach the top shelf of things, though. Think about that.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So let's go ahead to the next question. This is from J76 Earl. I'm thinking maybe that's girl.
Jet Girl?
Jet Girl? Jet Girl? Jet Girl? How are botters and gold spammers going to be dealt with and contained? I like the dealt with in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a department of our customer service team called the Game Surveillance Unit. It's got a
very cool name.
Hey, can we get some graphics for that?
Maybe the Game Surveillance Unit.
The GSU's on the case.
He was a gamer that didn't play by the rules.
Okay, I'm sorry I started that.
Yeah.
My apologies.
I talk like that for 5 minutes.
The Game Surveillance Unit uses a lot of active and passive detection for spammers, botters, that sort of thing. We have a cool thing which, not to give out too many secrets, because the problem with this is it's a Cold War, right? Every time that we do something, the bad guys do something, and then we do something, and the bad guys do something. And so we don't want to show all of our cards, much like I'm sure the bad guys aren't showing all their cards. Please start showing your cards. I want to ban you. Basically, we look at our logs, and we've got cheat detection logs, which are lovingly called jerk logs. And so our GSU, they are called the jerk logs, JRK.JRK. So we look at our jerk logs, we start figuring out who needs to be observed. We have policies in place so that we try not to do too many false positives. So we will try to observe in-game or not if the jerk logs are, if you're a jerk, you're a jerk. We're going to get rid of you. Yeah. We've been here before. We know how to do this. I'm not going to give all of our tips and tricks because the bad guys are watching.
There you go.
They are always watching. I like that you refer to it as a Cold War. It makes it so much more traumatic.
Dude, if you want some awesome military metaphors, Craig's your man.
Yeah, dude.
He is, dude. I'll say this: when we were doing the stress tests, I said that he was like a submarine commander. He's like, "All right, we're going live in 4 minutes. Ban the hatches. Get over there. This man's on fire. Put him out." Like it was just like all these different things that were going on.
Game surveillance. Entry, journal, log, 37.
Hey, our go-no-go process is epic, and I'm already thinking in my head what we're going to do for Head Start. Walking around the studio an hour beforehand and saying, Frost, should we launch WildStar? And I want to hear a go out of you, man.
Yeah.
This is going to be very
Make it so. Engage. Dude, it'll be great.
Engage.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. We should start saying engage instead of go.
Do we need to have the lawyers watch this show?
Yeah, I think so.
I
definitely think so.
Hey, look, Captain Graham has a question.
Hey.
What's your stance on multi-boxing, and how are you planning on handling it, if against it?
So I haven't read the CS policy on this recently, but by and large, if you are doing it yourself without the use of third-party applications or macro programs, I don't care. So if you physically have got a couple machines and you're working two and you use the follow command and you're just running two accounts because you like it.
Can you define multi-boxing for Tony? Or, I mean, the audience that doesn't know. The audience that doesn't know.
No, I mean, listen, again, I wrote a book
Tony,
on it in college.
handle this one for me.
I got some. I need water. I just go ahead and take that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Multi-boxing generally is one person playing multiple accounts at the same time. The more derogatory angle of that is when you use macro programs and one key press kicks it out to 5 accounts. That we don't like. That violates either the terms of service or end user license agreement, one of those two.
Violates something for sure.
We don't like that. But if you can figure out a way that you are the one running 2 accounts or 3 if you're a hero, and it's not using any third-party programs or key macros or any sort of thing like that, we won't catch you.
Yep.
And we'll turn a blind eye because you're physically playing both accounts. The problems are when you get into one key press, multiple characters at the same time. That's where we start having problems.
Right.
Sure. See, I was going to describe that as just being a puppet master. You know, like puppets, and you have a couple of different puppets, but you're in
Hey.
the same body.
A new guys, Ganays?
What'd you say?
Ganays? A new Ganays? Agonize.
Agonize.
There we go.
Wow.
It
No,
takes-
that was rough though.
I'm learning to read. Give me a break.
Agonize. That was hard.
Agonize.
Agonize.
You do
Will
this,
you
you do this
have-
every week.
Yeah, really,
Okay,
we really
okay.
do. Yeah,
All right.
it's rough. Will you have server statistics page where we can see various stats?
So I'm not actually the guy to answer that one.
So we probably won't for a while. We're working with our web guys on a regular basis. I can tell you that they're pretty swamped right now with making sure that launch goes as smooth as possible, and we're trying to deal with that stuff. So I think it'll be a bit before you see something like that. Is the quick answer.
Yeah,
to
I know
that.
we have plans for it. We
Yeah.
want to do things, game to web API stuff, but it's just not for launch, I think.
Well, launching AAA MMO turns out very difficult. So we want to make sure it's as smooth as possible when
Yep.
we're doing it. So yeah.
From No Way Man 01. No Way Man. I like that name for some reason.
Yeah.
Will there be weekly downtime for server maintenance? Weekly downtime.
So I like this question because I get it a lot. There is no set downtime that we have to take. The other games out there, EVE, WoW, they have a set downtime that they take, whether daily or weekly. We've not designed it to be that way. So the 2 questions that usually come of that are, when do the raids reset, and when is it going to happen so that we can schedule our raids and so that's not always hitting our night. So the raids are going to reset at 3 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. UTC every Tuesday night globally, both North America and Europe, same time globally. Weekly resets does not require downtime. 10 a.m. UTC, no downtime every Tuesday. Important. So when do we do our normal deployments? Generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, I like deploying between Tuesdays and Thursdays because, well, Mondays, people sometimes get sick from the weekend, aren't here. It's hard to coordinate.
And they generally just suck.
Mondays do suck.
Yeah.
And I don't like Fridays because if we deploy on a Friday, then we might have to come in on the weekend if things don't work. And having everybody in the office to respond to issues is just prudent. And I am many things, but I am prudent. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we're going to try to pick the lowest concurrency across the data centers, both North America and Europe, wherever the lowest concurrency is, which right now is about 00 PDT.
Concurrency, by the way, means how many people are playing at the same time. So just for reference.
See, and I did know that one.
All right. Well, I'm just saying.
And you didn't jump in.
I
am disappointed.
know I had one. I should have got one.
So for launch month, it's going to be chaotic.
Launch month is the month that we will be launching it.
Thanks, Tony. It'll be a little chaotic as we're trying to put hotfixes out or weekly deployments just to respond very fast to any issues that might arise. After the first month, we'll build a cadence. Is that going to be a Tuesday at 0030 PDT, or is that going to be a Thursday at 1:30 PDT? We'll figure that out. It won't be all 3 days. We're not going to take you down 3 days every week. No. And it may not be every week.
So who knows?
Fair enough.
Inner Mercury. Will there be realm transfers? Craig?
I have seen the tech in play in various QA staging realms. I've not seen it in live yet. I know that we've got the UI there, so the timing of that, I don't know when that's going to hit, but it is in our schedule and we do want to offer it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, certainly. So, Alfie Rust.
Oh, this is good. This is
Yeah.
a great question. I've been wanting to answer to this one.
Do we need to re-download the game on the Head Start, or will there just be a giant patch that day?
So I have a short answer and a long answer for that one. Short answer is no. What you have now, what you've downloaded now, will work for launch. There's no need to do anything.
That's good.
Now the longer answer. If you've been with us for a long time and you've been a closed beta tester and you were here for winter beta, you may want to. There was a settings change that we found in open beta that there's some I&I setting that is ruining your performance. People that deleted all of their settings in the add-on paren WildStar folder got like 10 to 20 frames per second increase just by deleting a setting in that file. So if you are an old tester, it may behoove you to install.
You know, it's a good time to do that right now.
Yeah.
You should totally down the client
That's going
right
to take
now.
a while.
Yeah.
We tried to fix that INI file. We should have fixed it already programmatically. We think we figured out what it is. But just in case, if you're old, perhaps. Thanks for your loyalty, by the way. But perhaps, yeah, you do want to install. But for everybody else, no. Just what you have is live. It'll work.
And what else will they need to do if on launch day, like for Head Start, for people that have pre-ordered, what will they need to do to start playing WildStar? Is there any special steps they need to do? Any visit the site or whatever?
So if you've pre-ordered and you're into open beta, and you've actually created a character, you should be fine for pre-order. Because the way that you got into open beta, well, if you pre-ordered, you will be in with no website. You just log into the game, check the launcher, the servers will be up, you're good to go.
Cool.
The tricky part is about the retail key, because there's a grace period, a 3-day grace period, where you can play at Head Start and at launch on your pre-order key without having redeemed a retail key. This happens if you order it from Amazon or any of our brick-and-mortar retailers. You just pick up the box. You go to EB Games, and you get their $5 pre-order code, and you've been playing in pre-order, but you forget to pick up the box until, say, the 4th of June. We will allow you to play on the pre-order key up until June 5th at 23:59 PDT, I believe.
Okay.
And that's the sort of the grace period for redeeming that retail key.
So basically just pick up your box the day that it comes out.
Yeah, you won't have any problems.
Yeah, just avoid the problem that way.
Yeah.
So, Pithmere, will there be another Ops Week day or Ops Day this week?
I will sing to you again. I will sing to you again.
No, we definitely have to come up. We had the patch that we're going to do tonight in the middle of the night. We'll come up a little bit to test that. One of the next tests that we're going to do is actually going to be our auth stress test. So we're going to come up and we're just going to flip the up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and force everybody to log in as much as possible to stress our platform, because we want to see what we can do with that. But I wouldn't call it a day, because we're getting awfully close.
That's a lot.
But we'll be up at least once more. I guarantee one more uptime.
To bring the servers up, I've always wondered this. Is there one big lever that you pull? Because if there's not, there should be.
There should be. And
Because that would be cool,
That
man.
would be cool.
Just literally just a big lever.
We
Pull
could
the lever!
We could probably hook one up. I mean,
We should.
it's just it's a button on
That's
the page.
so boring, man. We're talking
But it's
about
mine. It's my button. For launch day, it's my button.
That's
I
cool.
might have a team of live producers that help me now,
Uh-huh.
but launch day, that's my button. Head Start, we're coming up. Boom.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get a lever because I really want one. Laurel Sinak, what kind of systems are in place to mitigate login issues?
So that kind of goes back to the thing I just said, that we're going to stress test our login servers on the next ops window. So the nice thing about our login systems is we've tied into some of the things on NCSoft, so that we're using a lot of NCSoft's tried and true authentication. So we've got the NCSoft part and we've got the WildStar part, and they have to talk, and it'll all work fine in theory. But because, again, prudence, I'm not going to just believe that. We're going to actually test it. We've handled open beta fine. We've had tens and tens of thousands of players connect off all at the same time, and we've handled it okay.
Right.
So I'm actually really optimistic. Even though I don't necessarily want to call it out, but the failures that we had on the name reservation system, that was a lot of the web-based stuff, not the game-based stuff. Our game can handle the load, that concurrent offload, and the name reservation system couldn't handle it. It's different technology. I have faith. We're going to test it anyways. There you
Awesome. Got one last question from Sarnati. How will multiple characters on one account work? Will we be able to send items to ourselves, shared bank, shared money? How's that going to work?
I don't know. I know that we have a lot.
So I know that for like housing and things like that, you can neighbor your own characters and things like that, so you can kind of go over it that way.
But we don't have shared money, do we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to kind of do it the old-fashioned way if you want to have another character. And
I'm not an alt guy, so I haven't actually experienced this myself. I like having my one character.
There you
Sorry.
go. Yeah. But we can actually look into that further, but as far as I know, it's pretty much you're going to have to kind of do it that way.
Yeah, I think it's standard fare MMO stuff.
Yeah.
Your character has your inventory, and there is an account inventory, so things that you buy, whether it's cred or the boom boxes when they show up in your account inventory.
You can also put stuff in a bank, which you could access that way too. So, I mean, there's a few ways, but not like 100%.
We can't knock all the questions out of the park.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. We did pretty good so far.
Not bad.
So, we're out of questions, but we've got a few more things.
A few more things today.
Yeah, on the
We're going to be jumping right in to some good old fan art. Please stay for the fan art.
Okay.
You can hang out. And
So I don't have a thing here. Let me know if I'm doing this right.
Here we go.
This does not say heckle Tony.
We're breaking the fourth wall.
There's no fourth wall, man. Come on.
We are sharing show flow notes that I have taken time to write in private.
Did you write it in private?
No, I wrote them at my
Seclude
desk. Yeah. I'm pulling the curtain.
Oh boy.
For the show notes. Okay, that was really weird. We're doing fan art. Insert title. Whoosh. Da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Fan art.
I'm not seeing.
All right, fine. All right,
okay.
we're good.
Well, damn it.
When we
All
get
right.
a title, we'll get
When we get a title, it's going to go right there, and it's going to be great. And then we're going to come right back and be like, hey, we're
Hey,
back.
if you need help behind the cameras, let me know.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I need help in a lot of
Let's
different
pull
ways.
up the first one.
Yeah,
The little
thank
guy
you.
Tyler.
Our first fan art today is from an artist called Rena. Very cool. Look at the
Yeah.
colors on this one.
That Orin was awesome.
Yeah, a lot of Orin fan art.
Loads of Orin. Well, it is the most popular race that we have in the game.
It is. I mean, it's cute, cool,
Totes adorbs.
cuddly. Totes adorbs. I like that. Hashtag Totes adorbs for you, Rena. Congratulations.
There you go.
I have no words.
Our next fan art is from Dan D3D. This is my favorite.
Really?
I
Obviously
mean,
the
I have
best.
no. I mean, I'm very partial, but this is pretty awesome.
Dude, I said this on Twitter. I look like a metal Abraham Lincoln.
You
And-
You really need the top hat.
Yeah, I did. Just
7 years ago,
like that's.
brother.
I have actually Abraham Lincoln on my shirt. I believe I was wearing Abraham Lincoln during the last live stream.
Oh,
it was one of my favorite shirts.
Worked out.
It's pretty slick.
But this is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, I was very excited about how badass I look. So thank you, Dan. Very much appreciated. Our next piece is really cool. It's from Nyonya. No, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Nyonya G3. This is made of clay. These are little
Wow.
cute little veggies made of clay.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
And just think, during the close of open beta event, these things were giant and possibly killing you.
Yes. That close of open
These
beta.
cool clay things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that close of open beta was pretty ridiculous. That was pretty slick. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, Nyonya G3, thank you so much. This is really cool. I think actually she sent this to Jen Gordy. I think Jen Gordy has this at her desk.
Oh,
I
wow.
want to go check that out. Yeah,
I'm
dude.
jealous, and I'll probably steal them later.
Okay.
So.
Well, maybe Nyonya will send you some. They're very cute.
Someone tell Bardic that Frost is coming for
I'm on
them.
the loose.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bardic, shots fired. This last piece is from Dan Lobko. This is some more ARN work. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very
got,
cool.
The different classes that are available with the Orin. Some
Yeah.
Aspiration, some Stalker, spells like pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew. I just like the colors. It's just cool. It seems like they're like a trio of assassins, and they're like foxy ladies, and they're like gonna start this new cartoon.
Is this like the Protostar Angels?
Yes, that's what it is. Protostar Angels.
There we go.
That's my
watch
one for
that
the
show.
day. That's my one for
I
the
would
day.
watch that
Thanks,
show.
Greg.
Protostar Angels. I
Coop
like that.
coming in.
Hey, if you have fan art and you would like to be featured on the Nexus Report, please send your fan art to fanart@wildstar-online.com. Once again, fanart@wildstar-online.com. Go there, send us your fan art, let us know your name, and we'll have you up on the show. As much as we love getting fan art on Twitter, because I definitely love getting fan art on Twitter @TonyRay. Please send it to me. I love to retweet it. But it's hard to keep track, and I love a system. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to feature someone more than once the same week or whatever. You know what I mean? I want to make it fair and try and spread out the wealth and spread out the love.
There we go.
I want to spread my love.
Weird.
Take
All right.
that as you will. Get back over here.
Next up.
Next up, we have got our epic moment of the week. Why did no one else do that with me?
It wasn't in the show notes.
Next week, chant with Tony.
Okay.
Epic. Okay, damn it! It's the
You
epic
said
moment
next
of the
week.
week. It's
You
the
didn't say
epic
this
moment
week.
of the week,
You didn't
and
say
it's
this week.
pretty flippin' awesome. Let's see. So we just. So apparently there are some issues with our stream going on. So we are going to take a quick break. We're going to restart the stream, and we're going to come right back. And when we come back, we're going to be doing the epic moment of the week. There is a error with our Twitch stream, so we will restart it. We'll be right back in seconds. Just wait right there. And we're back. Hello. Thank you. Sorry about that. We are live again, and we are about to do some epic moments.
So I have another question
Oh,
first,
damn
though.
it.
Also, interrupting Tony was not on the script, but I'll allow it. Go ahead. Yeah.
So apparently, my wife is asking, why are my hands so pale?
They are. I was going to ask. They're very pale.
They are. This is all about mountain biking. So this is a mountain biking tan.
Okay.
Even though I'm an ops guy and I'm behind the camera, I do get out into the sun.
That's pretty
So,
badass.
yeah.
You rolling down mountains?
That tends to be what mountain biking is. Yes.
Super knowledgeable in mountain biking. Question 1: do you roll down mountains?
You have to. You actually go up them too.
Oh,
There's also pedals. And you
Oh.
have to push them with your feet.
I hate you both.
Epic
so
moment.
much.
Epic moment.
Epic moment of the week. Yes. This is from Unnecessary Censorship Central. That is really hard to say.
Yeah,
It is a YouTube channel, Unnecessary Censorship Central, and they have put up a WildStar video. They took a lot of our trailers and our WildStar flicks, and they have thrown in little bleep marks where it wasn't necessary, but it turned it into something hilarious, something kind of like what Jimmy Kimmel does on his show, and it's pretty hilarious. We're showing you a quick minute and a half of it. It's like a 5-minute video. Definitely recommend it. Again, that's Unnecessary Censorship Central on YouTube. I know it really it was
it's a tongue
focused.
twister.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and
Should've probably
show that
practiced beforehand.
that minute and a half. It is hilarious. Again,
I'm Phineas
this
T.
was unnecessary.
Rotostar,
There was nothing
and
there
today
that
I'd
they
like to
needed
talk
to
to
censor,
you about.
but they censored. Enjoy.
Back already?
And you made friends.
Shut up and something.
Analyze the exotic flora and fauna found on the planet. Unfortunately, most of it will be trying to you.
On one side, you've got the Exiles, a motley crew of refugees, outlaws, and mercenaries. On the other, the Dominion, a powerful interstellar empire that prides itself on f***ing ass. You ready for a Oh, yeah. Dangerous alien organisms, killer robots, and savage natives. Whether your arsenal is big and or supercharged magical you'll be f***ing skulls and corpses in no time. So whether it's starting a war, building a town, climbing a mountain, or f***ing bug-eyed brain-eating extraterrestrial critters, you're whipping this planet into shape with your own Along the way, you'll see some of the most epic since the Big Bang itself. The most raising enemies that Nexus has to offer. And you've got a rich, deep, unforgettable experience that's guaranteed to blow your
All right, that is pretty damn hilarious. I
ridiculous.
thoroughly enjoyed that.
I didn't actually know that it could be that funny. I had never seen the word that I'm not going to actually butcher.
Yeah.
But it actually adds a lot of humor. Just,
It really does. Just that little bleep noise makes your mind wander, and it's pretty awesome. So again, that was Unnecessary Censorship Central on YouTube. Check out their full video. Again, we only showed you a small clip. That thing's like 5 minutes long. Next, and lastly, thankfully, is the impression off. This week we're doing Family Guy, and
So we'll do Stewie and we'll do Peter.
and
All
by
right,
we, this is not including me.
it's
at
not
all.
including
It's not
you.
real.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's
two of us.
two
We
of
do
us.
it every week. You guys let us know what you want us to do impressions of on Twitter, and we are now doing Family Guy. Well, I won last week.
So I'm the challenger
I
now.
thoroughly smashed you,
You did.
in Arnold Schwarzenegger. I
According
just
to
want to
the
remember,
according to the community, that was the case.
it is 1-1.
But is not the community the ultimate judge in this regard?
Yeah, it is. That's
Yeah,
the worst
okay.
part. So
I guess I got you back
should be
sometime.
on more often.
all right.
Oh boy.
So here we go. I'm gonna do Peter Griffin and I'm gonna do Stewie.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh my God, Lois, what are you doing?
So there's my Peter.
It's so good.
Here's my Stewie.
I say, Lewis, I'd like a snack of some kind. Maybe some OJ. Is that alright? Brian, OJ, Meg, Stewie, Brian, whatever your name is. Something along that line. Go ahead, Tony. It's fine. I'll wait here. Like this.
Oh God.
Relaxed.
Come on, Tony, do it. All right. This is Peter Griffin and Stewie Griffin. Just in case you don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna try. Oh my God! Whoa! What's going on? Oh, Lois, you're ridiculous. Oh,
It was okay.
that's okay,
was
right?
alright.
Yeah.
I'd
And
give
I
it-
got the
I'd give it
fat
to
thing
Frost
going
so
on.
far.
So what the hell,
that's what's
Craig?
up.
I need confirmation from chat. Okay, Stewie's gonna be a little rough. I have to do that face for Stewie.
It's kind of.
I say, oh Lois, welcome. Yes, welcome, Lois. Mommy, mommy, I have an English accent and I'm a baby. It's god awful. It's terrible. My Peter is better than
That was a good crappy Stewie. But I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
That high five.
Okay, so what does chat say? What does chat say?
Yeah, we gotta look to our.
They give me
production crew
they
here.
gave me some. They gave me some.
It's a
some
unanimous
Peters, right?
press. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I got a wild card.
Did we need?
I got a wild card. Wild card. Throwing it down.
My name is Cleveland Brown. Hey, welcome everybody.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good, Mr. Frost.
Okay. Fine. I get a wild card too.
Damn it.
So, and I'll let you choose.
Oh God.
Should it be Brian or should it be Patrick Warburton's character, the guy, the neighbor Joe?
Patrick Warburton, because there's no way I'm doing Brian.
Listen, Peter, I found out there's a problem.
Listen now, Peter, there's a problem. My legs, they don't work. It's whoa.
That's not bad, but it's no Patrick Warburton.
Well, I beg to differ. I think my Patrick Warburton is pretty much on spot.
It's a little exaggerated.
Well, impressions are usually exaggerated, Mr. Frost.
All right, all right.
Okay, damn it, that's enough. We wanted to give out a special treat because, Penny Arcade was so kind, again, to include Wildstar in their newest comic, pennyarcade.com. Check it out. We wanted to read the comic in our last Best Impressions, you playing the part of Christopher Walken and
All right.
myself playing the part of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Now, are we gonna put this up on screen so everybody can see what it is and they don't have to see our mugs? Let's do that.
Yeah, let's throw the comic up because I make weird faces when I do impressions.
You know, if you're gonna call an audible, at least give the guys behind the camera.
Well,
Yeah, I know. You know what? We like to keep them on their
Yeah.
toes. You good?
They're good. All right.
You good? Okay.
Go ahead, Angel.
Yeah, I played a ton of Wildstar last night before I realized I wasn't on the quest.
What were you doing? Farming elite mats? That's where you go now.
No, that's still you.
that's still you.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Reading
I read
comics
first. I'm
101.
sorry. God, you're right. Were you grinding rep, waiting for rare drops? Were you trying to get a mandible or something?
No, I wasn't even thinking about that stuff. I was just playing and having fun. Damn it.
So basically, you wasted the entire night. There it is. Everybody.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much, Frost. You kicked my ass again.
Yes.
With your damn Family Guy and your Peter Griffin. And.
Sorry.
Anyway, thank you very much. If you'd like to see us do another impression for next week's The Nexus Report, please send it to our Twitters, at Tony Ray and at Stephen Frost.
Oh, also, just a quick teaser.
Yes.
This weekend, we're going to have a bunch of crazy stuff, and that's all I'm going to say, but there's going to be a lot of live stream stuff.
There. Yes. There. You maybe said one word too much there. That's.
It's a teaser.
You took the teaser and then went a little bit
It's
further.
still a teaser. You don't know what the content's going to be.
Jesus. I'm sure they can guess. This weekend, again, big tease. Something big is going on. That's all I was going to say. then you threw in live stream. Hey, thank you guys so much. This has been the Nexus Report. Again, thank you to Cougar DC on Twitter for coming in. Appreciate it for coming in front of the camera, even though you didn't want to.
You
did a great job.
I think I like talking about the behind-the-scenes stuff, and there's a small portion of our fans that do like that sort of stuff. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, I will talk about op stuff all day long, and not game stuff.
And mountain biking.
And mountain biking.
Where he rolls down mountains.
Yes, thank
on
you.
a bike.
Realm List tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific.
That's right. That's all for us. Thank you for watching the Nexus Report. We'll be back next week at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great week.
I don't believe it. Planet Nexus now lies before us.
We're approaching the Elven facility. Cambot 1, Cambot 2. You getting this?
Our work on this planet is something greater. It is something truly divine.
We shall reveal the ancient secrets of Nexus.
Ever get a feeling something's seriously wrong?
This is not good. Not good at all. By the gods, you are beautiful.
I will show you what true power is.